Thanks for tuning in. This is Tunza. This is just a small breakdown of our full-length episode on NerdLag Game Club of Totem. If you'd like to hear our full thoughts and opinions, our favorite moments, please check the description down below.
Welcome to the NerdLag Game Club podcast, a video game podcast where we all play the same game and then we talk about it. I'm Corey, and I'm joined by 4 party members today: Lauren,
Hey.
Tunza,
What's up?
Dan,
Hello.
and Hipker.
Hey.
In this episode of the Game Club, we're playing a photo-taking puzzle game called Toem. This was our short game for the month of November. Toem was released on September 17th, 2021 on PC, PS5, and Nintendo Switch, and then was later released on the Xbox One, X, and S on July 18th, 2023. Toem was developed and published by Something We Made. Something We Made Games hasn't really developed anything outside of this, but they are currently working on the sequel to this game called Toem 2. That's supposed to come out in 2026, so very soon. I'm going to give a quick summary of the story to the game, but before that, I will give the spoiler warning, and I would recommend playing Totem before listening to this episode. Toem has us playing as a young photographer that is finally allowed to leave his home to complete the task of ascending a mountain and witnessing a phenomenon known as Toem, hence the name of the game. As we progress through the story, we find ourselves in different locations, completing various tasks with the help of our camera to earn stamps. Those stamps can be used so that we can ride the bus to the next location. That's about it for the main story of the game, but there are various other side stories along the way. So without further ado, let's throw it over to Tunza, where he's going to talk about the gameplay and mechanics for Toem.
Well, you kind of already covered it. It's a photo game where you solve puzzles using your camera and talking to people. That's kind of basically it. You move around. You can set up a little tripod. You get a honk horn, and then a slingshot to sling balloons, camera filters, and then I don't know. You just take pictures, solve puzzles.
Yeah, I mean, there's like tasks that you have to do. Usually it revolves around taking photos, but there's sometimes it's like giving someone an item. Yeah. We also can fill up an album as you go along. So any picture you take, you have the option to save, which is kind of neat because you can get kind of creative with how you go about taking photos, which I thought was kind of fun throughout the game.
Yeah, like selfie mode, filters.
Yeah, there's like small things too where you can find like all the animals in a certain area or take close-up photos that don't look anything like your photos of certain characters. Yeah, I mean, mostly it is just running around in a like confined portion of the map. Like it expands outward, but there's like a section you're in and everything else around it is just empty, which actually has a pretty cool aesthetic. Let's hand it over to Lauren, and she's going to tell us about the art design for Toem.
Okay. So it's a monochromatic, like hand-drawn art style, black and white, 2D, built in Unity. The only artist was Lucas Golbo, who's also co-founder for Something We Made, so he did all the art himself. He said in an interview that he leaned into building things out of like square shapes and outlines and doing 2D because he wasn't confident in his ability to make proper 3D stuff. So I thought that was kind of interesting. In the update that they did to the game, the Basto update, they added in a 3D rendered dinosaur skeleton. And the idea behind that is it was literally to test mixing 2D with 3D because now for Toem 2 they have a bigger team. So the idea was to finally be able to mix the two concepts together, which I thought was pretty neat. But yeah, just hand drawn, black and white, has its own cute little charm to it. That's about it.
So let's move into sound and music. So Dan, how about you tell us about the sound design and music for Toem?
So, I kind of liked how they did the music. Like, there was like a lore reason why there was music playing everywhere, but you get a hike lady. Is that what it was? Hike woman?
Yeah, hike
Big
lady.
lady.
It's like
Hike
a
lady,
walking-
okay. Yeah. And so you kind of have that, and it's just playing all the music for you. I think every time you go to one of the next levels, you get more songs for your hike lady. And
Yeah.
I don't know what song it is. It's like one of the very first songs you get, but it hurt my ears. I don't know why, but I hated it. I tried my hardest to avoid it the entire time. Anyways, the sound design in this game is kind of something. I was going down my rabbit hole here of the audio design and composers for this game, and the two guys, I don't really understand. I think they're like a group, but they have videos on their Twitter of them making the sounds for the game, like how they made the sounds. And the part where I think it's the port city area place, whenever you walk out onto the piers, it makes like the wood clanking sounds.
Mhm.
He made that by putting like a spoon and like a speaker into like a giant wooden box, and he just started like shaking the fuck out of it real hard, which is kind of
So
funny.
cool.
Yeah, loved it. That's kind of like it, really.
All right. Well, let's move into time to complete this game. Starting with Dan. How long did it take
Oh,
you to complete
why'd
the
you have to
game?
start with me?
Because you were just sitting there.
98 minutes.
Speed runner.
Dang.
Okay, I
What
guess you
up?
didn't do anything in this game.
Speed
Yeah,
runner.
okay, listen. I did the first area. Okay, you're like home place, and
Uh-huh.
then you have your two little missions that you do, and then you have the third one to go and see the Toem. And then I got to the second area, and I started doing all the little tasks, and then there was some that I could not figure out, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just see them. Like I have to do something at like the next area. So then I went there, and then I was like, oh, maybe it's at the next area. And then it never came. And I was like, you know what? Just whatever. I'm just going to do the ones I can do, and then just go to the next level.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's very quick in comparison, though. Like I had
Yeah.
4.7 hours to complete the base game, and the extra level, and then to go back and clean up all the achievements, I ended up at 4 hours and 58 minutes.
I ended at a 2.7 with 33 out of the 48, because I think the only ones I'm missing are for the extra level and all the close-up photos you have to take. Because
Yeah,
I
I
know those were a
missed-
thing until way later on, and
I
I didn't want
missed,
to run around and find them.
I probably missed like 4 of those through my the run through it because I just forgot to take a photo.
Yeah.
I think me and Lauren are pretty close for time. What was yours, Lauren?
Mine says it's 5.8 hours, at least on Steam. I didn't look at the game as for what it says, but that's with full completion.
Tunza? Do you have any idea?
So, but the save I finished everything on is under 4 hours for everything. But I think I had like 2 something on Steam. So I mean I'm like 6 hours in total, but like 4 hours to complete everything. But that I also have the advantage of knowing the first 3 levels.
That's fair.
Yeah, it probably went much faster the second time.
It
'cause You're
did.
like, oh, I
It
can just jump
did.
here, jump here, jump here. Not too bad then. Pretty short game. After we talk about everything, we go around and see if we would recommend the game we're playing and tell them why or why not. So, starting with Hip this time, would you recommend this
God.
game and why or why not?
I have to know, do you have like bets on what I'm picking this time again, or what?
No. This one wasn't
Okay.
as clearly obvious.
Well, I recommend it. I had fun. I thought it was a nice, cool, relaxing game. I enjoyed it a lot.
Dan?
So I wouldn't really recommend it because I'm not much of a photography person. I didn't really enjoy taking photos of things. But I mean it's a fine game. It's not like terrible or anything. It's just definitely not for me.
That's fair. Tunza?
Yeah, I'd recommend it, and I'm definitely looking forward to the second one.
I would also recommend the game. I had a ton of fun with it. It actually was very impressive for not knowing too much about it before going into it, and I was like, okay, how much fun could this actually be? But between like how they set up the story and all the little side stuff and the humor they throw in, it's really cutesy and cozy. At no point did I feel like it was a chore to play. So I would also recommend this one. And Lauren, since you picked this game, did it hold up?
As somebody that plays cozy games, that's more my genre of choice, especially right now. Absolutely.
I don't have anything else. So thanks for hanging out. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments down below if you've ever played this game or just what you think about this game. Or if you're going to try the game now. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye.
Hey.
Bye bye.